The streak is over. Lewis Hamilton won his 9th Silverstone race, cementing his place in Formula One history. With rain showers causing tire and lead changes galore, Hamilton utilized every bit of his Silverstone experience to defeat former title challenger Max Verstappen and return to the top step of the podium, his first win since the 2021 Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. As Piastri chased Sainz without the help of DRS, which had been turned off yet again, catastrophe struck for Russell when Mercedes forced him to abandon the W15, citing a water system issue. All eyes were now on Hamilton to win the British Grand Prix, and he set about reducing Norris's advantage as the weather abated. As the crossing point for returning to slicks approached, the sun shone again, and Kevin Magnussen and Daniel Ricciardo decided it was time to install softs on lap 39. Hamilton followed suit, while Verstappen switched to a new pair of hards. Piastri was looking for new mediums. Norris boxed a lap later, but after slipping and going long in his pit box, it was a 4.5-second soft stop for Hamilton, who became the new British Grand Prix leader. Hamilton, Norris and Verstappen were the top three. Verstappen was closing up on them both, with Red Bull reporting front left tire problems for Hamilton and Norris. The top three finished in 4.5 seconds. If Verstappen wanted to pursue Hamilton, he'd need to overtake Norris, who was struggling on the softs. Verstappen would make the pass down the outside into Stowe, giving him 3.5 laps to follow down Hamilton. The difference was 3 seconds. Verstappen continued to close, but it wasn't enough. The 56-race streak without a win was gone. Lewis Hamilton won the British Grand Prix, breaking another F1 record for the most victories at a single circuit. Lewis Hamilton informed Lando Norris that he believed his compatriot and McLaren had made the incorrect decision in the final stint of the British Grand Prix. With rain showers at Silverstone causing repeated lead changes and the requirement for intermediate tires, the victory battle eventually came down to a three-way fight between Hamilton, Norris, and Red Bull's Max Verstappen. Lewis Hamilton questions Lando Norris's British GP tactics. While Verstappen chose hard rubber in the last stint as the track dried out, Hamilton and Norris chose softs, with Norris having the option of new medium tires. Verstappen had a pace advantage on the hards, chasing down and passing Norris before chasing Hamilton for the win. But Hamilton held on for his 104th career triumph, establishing history as the first driver to win 9 times at the same track. As the group made their way to the cooling room, Hamilton began questioning a sad Norris about his tactics. "You on soft as well?" Hamilton asked Norris, adding, "But you had 2 new mediums." "I know," Norris replied. "Yeah, you could have gone to the medium," Hamilton responded. "A new medium would have been faster, probably." That was Hamilton's first victory since the 2021 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, and he spoke to former teammate Jenson Button about his delight at returning to the top step of the podium at Silverstone, his final home race with Mercedes before joining Ferrari. "It's been since 2021, just every day, getting up, trying to fight, to train, to put my mind to the task and work as hard as I can with this amazing team," he said. "And this is my last race here, the British Grand Prix, with his team, so I wanted to win this so much for them, because I love them. I appreciate them so much, all the hard work they've been putting in all of these years. I'm forever grateful to everyone in this team, everyone at Mercedes and all our partners. And then otherwise, to all our incredible fans. I could see you lap by lap as I was coming around, and there's just no greater feeling as to finish at the front here." When Button said it must be tough for Hamilton to go 2.5 years without a win, Hamilton responded, "It's so tough, I think, for anyone. But I think the important thing is just how you continue to get up, and you've got to continue to dig deep, even when you feel like you're at the bottom of the barrel. I mean, there's definitely been days between 2021 and here where I didn't feel like I was good enough or whether I was going to get back to where I am today. But the important thing is I have great people around me continuing to support me and my team. Every time I turn up and see them putting in the effort, that really encouraged me to do the same thing. And otherwise, my fans, when I see them around the world, they have been so supportive. So a big thank you to everybody back the factory, everyone here. Love you guys, and God bless you." What do you think? Did Lando just miss his shot for winning his home GP? Just after the race, the McLaren driver said, "I'm not making the right decisions. At the same time, I blame myself today for not making some of the right decisions, but I hate it. I hate ending in this position and ever having excuses for not doing a good enough job, but I'm still happy. I'm still going to enjoy it. I think we still did so many things right, so many positives. But especially here at Silverstone, the one place I would love for everything to go perfectly. It didn't today, but I'm going to come back stronger next year and try again. Norris fell farther behind Verstappen in the title fight, but he took the time to congratulate Hamilton on his victory, which was his first since 2021. First of all, congrats to Lewis, Norris said of his fellow Briton. That crucial decision at the end, he just did a better job on, so hats off to him and Mercedes, so they deserve it. It was tough, it was enjoyable, it was fun fighting these guys. And these tricky conditions are always on a knife edge, and you're risking so many things, but a few too many letdowns today, and as a team, I don't think we did quite the job we should have done, or good enough, but still lovely to be on the podium here. Norris thought that McLaren had lagged behind the Mercedes duo in the first stint, but as the circumstances became more damp, the MCL 38S began to improve in comparison to the Mercedes. Although he felt McLaren was not the outright fastest in the races where it competed for victory, he expressed displeasure that he had not added to his Miami triumph. We weren't quick enough today, I think. When it was completely dry, the Mercedes was a lot quicker. In damp conditions, maybe we seemed a bit better, but we have work to do. I don't think we've still had the weekend where we've clearly been the quickest. We've always been there and there are battles, but never had the car. We need to keep working as a team. I need to keep working on my own stuff and just try and put it together because there are still so many positives. There are so many good things and so many things in place. But it's frustrating a few times this season we've thrown away something that should have been ours. Who knows, if he would have gone for those mediums, maybe the race would have ended different. What we know for sure is that tonight there's going to be a big party, and the one who's going to pay the bill will be for sure the team boss Toto Wolff. Toto Wolff is in seventh heaven following Lewis Hamilton's victory in the British Grand Prix. It's like a fairy tale here in Silverstone. British Grand Prix. Mercedes and Lewis, fantastic. Wolff celebrated after Hamilton's victory. His race engineer, Peter Bonington, was allowed on the podium with him. Bono so deserves it to be up there. After all those years, he's a fantastic race engineer. You know him, he's super transparent, zero politics, and just a great personality beyond the competence of an engineer. After winning for the first time in over 3 years, Hamilton revealed his most emotional side. The 7-time world champion burst into tears, as did his team manager. The last British Grand Prix together. It's like a fairy tale about how we leave the British crowds there, with the most iconic, most successful British driver in the Mercedes. The conditions at a certain stage when it started raining, but that's on merit, and that shows the grit of this team, that we never stopped believing, we never stopped working, and when we finally started to unlock the potential before Imola, now we're on a roll, explained Wolff, who is short of superlatives for his star driver. He's a fantastic racer, and when he has a sniff of being able to win a Grand Prix, then that's why he's so strong. What a race, and what a season! Cannot wait to see how this year will end and which team will be able to win this one. What do you think? Who do you think will win this season? Let us know in the comments down below.